So click paths are a really interesting proxy for figuring out if people are decided or undecided. So the methodology that we've used here is we've aggregated lots of different brands and we've counted the number of marketing clicks that someone makes before they finally make a purchase. And this is interesting because this is pound notes in your pocket or pound notes going out of your pocket if you're a marketing person. So there's really interesting data out there, and again, this is an amalgamation across all markets. But what this is saying is that just shy of 20% of people across this whole grouping, if they're going to make a purchase, they'll make it on one click. And then right the way over the other side, you've got about, 30-odd% of people who need to make at least 12 clicks in order to buy. Now, they're 12 clicks that you've had to pay for. So that's obviously really interesting. You want to move as much stuff along the other way as you can. It's very interesting if you start splitting this by men and women. Now, the differences might look slight and maybe it's the scale, but a good way to think about this is tell me when we reach 50% of an audience. That's a good way of looking at it. And for men, 50% of men will transact in less than 6 clicks or less. Whereas for women, it's 9. And the really scary stat, I think, for women is the one right the way over the other side, which is 42% of women will typically cost you at least 12 clicks before they'll purchase. So it's not just online. But for me, this is the real standout stat. And this is looking at the difference between a brand and a retailer. And this is kind of terrifying because there are almost two completely different shapes going on. And what this is saying is well over 50% of people that engage with a brand who buy within just 2 clicks. Whereas for a retailer, it's over 50, maybe even 60% that consume 12 clicks. Now, for the avoidance of doubt, this is not people browsing on a site. This is people going to Google or clicking on a display ad, etc., and doing this 12 times before they transact.